This is a live chat with Kat. It's Monday morning, May 3rd, and we're going to talk about whatever's on your mind regarding what we have to do in our house this week. I will tell you exactly what needs to be done if that's helpful or if you have any questions. But mainly I'd like to have the interaction with everyone this morning. So here we go. First of all, if you are live with me, make sure you're in live chat, not top chat. If you're watching this as a recording, you can join us live every Monday morning. Hi, Connie Miller. You're first on this morning. Good to have you. Anyone else on? Oh, yeah, bunches. Patty Taylor's on. Hey, Patty. Good to have you as well. Christy Stinson is here. April App, Libby Chapman. Everybody popping in to say good morning. We're already getting thumbs up this morning. I appreciate that. Isabel Pointer is here and Debbie Ernst. Good morning. Rachel Pugh is here. Hi, Rachel. Got people on here who are my mentees. I got people on here who are my friends. I have people on here who are my followers, subscribers. Love to have all of you. Tina Spencer is here from the windy UK. It's wet there as well. Hi, Tina. Juanita Francis is saying good morning. Hey, Juanita. Good to have you this morning. Juanita Francis. Have you talked to me before, Juanita? I don't remember your name. Maybe you'll answer me. That would be nice. 11 thumbs up already. Thank you so much. Good to have those. Okay. Tara Clark is here. Good morning, Tara. Nancy R. is here. Good morning, Kat. Christine Evelyn. Good morning, Kat. Happy Monday. Congratulations to you and Larry on your new RV. Thank you so much. Michelle Kennedy Hawkins is here. Hey, Michelle. And Tracy Grant. Good morning. Juanita Francis says, no, I haven't. Okay, well, it's nice to have you. Welcome. Tara also sounds like a name that I don't recall seeing, at least not very often. Is that you? Are you new, Tara? Debbie Johnson saying, good morning. Hey, Debbie. Debbie's been around a while, unless you're never a new Debbie Johnson. Lorraine Anderson, hi, I'm so excited I caught you live. I just recently came across your videos and love what you do. Thank you, Lorraine, and welcome. We're so happy to have you. Lisa is here, Lisa Chapman. Good morning, Monday morning, and she's got a beautiful picture of the sun coming up behind the mountains. So nice. Mimi Chapman, good morning, Mimi. She says, good morning, everyone, and Kat. Look, I dropped my water bottle, y'all, and the lid got smashed, but I can still drink. Hello from the UK, Gaynor Lloyd. So nice to have you. Let me see if I can pull this water bottle up. Oh, like magic. Y'all, I went to the gym this morning, and I am hot. My very first foray into the gym in a long, long time. Tara said, I've been following you a long time, but rarely ever catch you live. I'm excited. Yes, Tara, so glad to have you here then. Mr. B is on here. He is my moderator, and he says, happy Monday, everyone. He's using our RV Life with Kat and Mr. B handle because that's one of our channels. Margaret Rose is here. Hey, Margaret, longtime friend. Jamise Toyer, good morning, beautiful. Good morning to you, beautiful. How are you, Jamise? Okay, anybody want to start talking to me besides saying good morning? We want to talk about anything that's happening in your home. Antonia is here. Hi, Antonia. She's come from the UK. She's got a new baby. He's so beautiful. And she's got another child, too. Amber Howie. Hi, Amber. Amber, have you been with me before? I don't remember the last name. Is that Rosemary in Texas? Good morning from Tejas. Good morning. Randy Cajotas is here. Hello, Randy. Nancy H. said, you're here. Yes, I am. And you're here too. Yay. Nancy. Amber Howie says, I am new. Welcome, Amber. So nice to have you. Susie Q is here. Good morning, Susie Q. I think I've seen your name before. Susie Q. Do any of you work out? Lorraine Anderson, I don't know what zone we're technically in, but I'm currently decluttering my kitchen while I'm listening to you in my ear. We are officially in zone 1 this week. And the reason we are, it's a little weird. Let me show you in the calendar. Hold on. The reason we're in zone 1 for May, just a second. My May calendar. Here it is. For May is that we've got, can you see this calendar? So we're here. So I'm going to call that 1, then 2, 3, 4, and then you've got 1 day of 5, and that happens sometimes. So this whole week is zone 1. Next week is zone 2, the kitchen. That will be the week of the 10th. Zone 3, which would be the bathroom and one other room, is zone 3, the 17th, the week of the 17th. The week of the 24th is your bedroom. And then the 31st is 1 day in zone 5, and then we're back in zone 1. Sometimes that happens. Libby said, I went to the Leslie pool and got a score of 70. Still cloudy. We'll try to confirm with them once a week. Okay, that's Leslie trying to get her pool clear. Welcome, Amber, Jimmy said. She's so sweet. Bernadette Dietrich is here. Good morning, Bernadette. Tara, what do you love most about living in the RV? What are good and bad parts? We are thinking about it. Ooh, Tara, it's so exciting. I'll answer you in just a sec. Let me just make sure I get these other girls answered real quick. So that's what zone we're in, Lorraine. Connie Miller said, last 3 days of my house I raised my kids in. Bittersweet, looking forward to a smaller, manageable home. You will always have pictures and memories of your home, Connie Miller, but downsizing is a wonderful thing we get to do when we don't have so many people in the house. You know, I was listening to something the other day, and it talked about people saving money, and especially women. Women tend to be left broke after their husbands die, and they generally live about 10 years longer than their husband if they're the same age. And a lot of that is because people live in big houses with empty rooms. No need to do that. The article I was listening to said that they drive 10 pigs, which would be your car that sucks up so much gas. A lot of it is for status, but we don't need that. We need to live comfortably. You live just as happily in a small house as you can a big house. So I think you're making a great move, okay? All right, let's see. Isabel said, this morning I did my morning routine, swish and swipe. Yes, ma'am. Made breakfast, loaded the dishwasher, wiped down the kitchen counters, did a quick sweep. Hubby has leftovers tonight, and then I'll be working 1 p.m. to 9:30 p.m. Yay. Let me ask you a question. Did you make your bed? Did you wash your face? Did you moisturize your skin? Did you do that? And you said you did swish and swipe. Did you brush your teeth? I bet you did. Okay. Now Tara's question. What do you love most about living in the RV? I love everything about living in an RV. For me, there is no downside. It's like a little cabin on wheels, a little home on wheels. By having an RV, I have a lake house, I have a mountain house, I have a desert house, I have a beach house, I have a woods house, I can have a country house, I have a city house, I have wherever I want to be. I can take my RV there and be there and have that view from my window. So I love everything about it. A lot of people say, oh, RVs have all these issues. An RV doesn't have any more issues than a house does. A full-size RV doesn't have any more issues than a house does. Things break in your house, things break in your RV. You know, things happen. You have to have an emergency fund for your home, just like you have for an RV. But I wouldn't say, for at least in our experience, they've never happened more frequently in our RV than they ever did in our house. So I love it. It's absolutely wonderful. No negative. Everything positive. Love living in an RV. Okay. Let's see. Okay. I didn't work out, but I need to start a commitment to walk daily, Nancy said. Nancy, this is my first day doing anything. For 6 years, I took care of my parents remotely or at their home, most intensely at their home in the last 5 years, and all together 24/7 the last 1 year. And in the meantime, I just worked and took care of them. So I haven't had a social life really, and I haven't had any kind of physical exercise that I could really speak of. So I'm starting today to get myself in shape for the rest of my life. So I'm really excited about that. Today I just rode the bicycle for 30 minutes. My goal is to do 4 days of aerobics and have 2 days of weight lifting, weight bearing exercise in the middle of that. Like,
Can I ask you a question?
Yes.
Do you know Amber Howie? They've asked me 3 times, can they be a moderator?
Hey Amber, no, we have enough moderators. Thank you, sweetheart. I just saw your
Do
question.
you know her though?
Amber's new.
Well, no, she could be a troll.
No, she's new.
Okay, you don't know her.
She's new. She said she's watched for a while, but she's new. She hasn't talked to us before. Let's see. So Nancy doesn't work out, but she needs to start. So start somewhere, Nancy. I'm going to the Y, which works for me. Libby said I went to, okay, I answered that already. Isabel said I clean a county school, so it's a lot of walking. Yes, it is. You do have a lot of walking, lots of steps. You saw the Instagram pictures Mr. B put up. Yay, Margaret. Donna Hacker, good morning from Branson, Missouri. Hi, Donna. So happy to have you. Mr. B said if you want to be personally mentored, now's the time to sign up the beginning of the month for personal mentoring. Go to patreon.com. There's your link. You can choose to be mentored once a month, twice a month, or 4 times a month. You can also choose just to get the videos, which are $5 a month. To get 5 videos a week, week after week, year after year, they're there for you. All of it is a form of mentoring. But personal mentoring is the most effective, and the most effective is 4 times a month, not because it's the most expensive, but because it holds you accountable 4 weeks out of every month, which is most months, once a week. And you can really get things done. A lot of people just want to taste it and come in for $25 a month for 1 time a month mentoring, which is good, and it works for very few. In the long term, most people do increase because they discover that once a month is just not enough to hold them accountable. But twice a month or 4 times a month is better for you. But you do whatever you do, you girl, whatever you want. I'll take care of you. Okay. All right. Let's see. I skipped somebody. Ooh, Isabel yes, she worked out. She showered. She did her teeth. Oh no, she's answering my question about the morning routine. Yes, she showered, did her teeth, combed her hair, and made her bed. Fresh sheets.
Okay, I'm
Yes.
getting rid of Amber Howie.
No.
Yeah, she says I want to grow my channel. She's just trying to keep. She's here.
Okay, that's enough. All right, let's see. Anyone else having YouTube issues this morning? I am not. Hopefully you are not either. Good morning. Your being on time videos have helped me so much. Thank you. I'm trying to get my time management under control. Jacqueline, me too. You know, that's a terrible problem that we have as people with ADD. I was actually 15 minutes late to start this video this morning because no matter how much you plan, always something goes wrong. You know, so the system wouldn't come up. The air conditioner was too loud. You know, there's all these little things. So I too have to focus on what I'm even telling you guys, that being on time is very important. Let's see, who am I leaving out? Hey, Candace. Christine, Evelyn, I loved your video on the bathroom and one other room. It was very insightful. Oh, good, Christine. I hope that's helpful for you. Tara said, do you have to keep moving or can you stay as long as you want somewhere? You can stay as long as you want. You pay rent to stay in that place. Like we're in an RV park right now. This particular one we're staying in for this whole month, May, June, and July. We may go off for a 3-day weekend somewhere, but probably going to stay here. In August, we're going to Maine for a month. And then we come back. We're going to stay here from September to the middle of January in this is our home park. And then we're going to go to Texas and different places. Nancy said, optimistic people tend to be late. I love you, Nancy. You're the best. Nancy's a long-term mentee, and I just love her. You need an exercise accountability partner? You got one, baby. That's Nancy. Anyone else having, okay, let's see. Jacqueline said, good morning. Oh, that was Jacqueline about the on time. It is hard, but I'm glad that you watch that video and really try to do that, be on time, construct backwards, you know? I have to go to the gym a little earlier than I did today. It's my first time now, I know. Libby said, be careful, weights. I tore a shoulder lifting too much. I'm going to be using the weight machines, and I'm not going to lift too much. I'm going to have, I've got a little guy who's going to teach me how to do everything for the first 3 times, so I'll be careful. Plus, I have a personal mentee and personal friend who is who's a trainer, and she's already told me how to hold my body and, you know, not to use too heavy weights and those kinds of things. So it's all good. I will not be crazy, Libby Chapman. Rosemary said, what is zone 1 and zone 5? Zone 1 is the entryway. So it's your front door, it's your porch, it's your sidewalk, it's your patio, it's your back patio, it's your deck, It's your entryway from the garage into the house. It's your mudroom. It could be your dining room if it's close to the front door. It's definitely the stairs. That's when you clean the stairs. That's what zone 1 is. Zone 5 is the living area, the main living area. And if any of you don't know what these things are, you can watch How to Do the Flylady System for Newbies. It's one of my older videos on here, and it will tell you exactly what to do. Okay, so zone 1 is on there, and zone 5 and 2 and 3 and 4. Kay DJ, good afternoon from the Netherlands. Hello, Kay. Good to have you here. Good afternoon. Antonio, what's your Instagram, please? Is it RV Life with Kat and Mr. B? Is that our Instagram? Well, he has one for me, too. What's the one for me? He barely puts anything on it.
It's on your homepage. They just have to click on it.
Yeah, it's on the homepage, the link. Is RV Life with Kat and Mr. B?
Anything on there.
Yeah, I don't do anything on Instagram. Mr. B might stick something out there.
I don't know. I have to go look.
That's okay. Marty's here, my other moderator. Hi, Marty. Let's see. Candace has been walking twice a day since January and now actually really enjoys getting out and enjoying the quiet time. I have an appointment this morning at Pilates studio to add that. Yay, good girl. Excellent, Candace. That's loving yourself. But the Instagram that we have for the YouTube videos, for the RV videos and everything is RV Life with the Brewers. That's the Instagram. Okay? That's what he just said. Good afternoon from Denmark, Isabella Summer. Lorraine homeschools 3 boys, so she's pretty active, but I just started the Beachbody program. Lots of options, and it fits my schedule. I've heard a lot of good things about that. Good, Lorraine. Michelle Kennedy, yay for exercise. My exercise has become a routine. I flow into it just like the flow in the morning routine. I love it. Yes, you just do one thing after the other. I do have to get up earlier to do it. Good morning, Tracy Allen. So good to have you. Okay, I think I answered all those. Candace, I read Candace, okay. Tara said, I think I accidentally got Patreon videos this week and I love them, so tempted to sign up. Please sign up. How would you accidentally get paid? You know, I do put a sample Patreon video on my YouTube channel every Friday, so you can see what it's like. On the YouTube channel, we have the live on Mondays. I make 3 new videos for you every week, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, and on Friday, Mr. B digs up an older Patreon and sticks it out there so you get an idea of the way they're a little different than the regular ones I put out for YouTube. So maybe that's what you got. RV living sounds so exciting, Jimmy said. Optimistic people tend to be late. I'd already read that, but I had to read it again. Thank you very much, Nancy H. Hill Martinson, good afternoon from Norway. Hi, Hill. Nice to have you here. Mr. B said, Kat, you are famous worldwide. I said, not really. He said, yeah. And he started naming all the countries that we're in. South Africa, Norway, the Netherlands, Denmark, England, all the UK, Scotland, or some other places. Iran, South America, China. It's crazy. And so welcome to all of you. And all of you right here in the United States and Canada as well. Australia, New Zealand, yeah. Robin McCowan, hello from Florida. Hello from Florida to you, Robin. I just started a routine of 30 minutes exercise almost every day, 15 minutes on the treadmill, 15 minutes weight and toning. Yes, Tara, good job. Yes, Margaret, I'm in St. Augustine. Nancy said, yes, being late is rude and embarrassing. It is both. Jacqueline, my entire house is a mess, and normally I would be freaking out, but your advice of complete the process, and I have a plan for you, has been on repeat in my head. Let's take a minute to talk about the choo-choo system. If you haven't seen the video on it, I'm not sure if that's on Patreon. I think that's on Patreon, but let me tell you what it is. I've told you before, but if your house is a mess, and it's just things that need to be put away, not things that need to be gone through. You might have stacks that need to be gone through. That's decluttering, where you go through them and you throw away the trash, you put away things that belong in your home, and you give away things you don't need any longer. Things you don't love, you don't need, you don't use. So if you've done that, and now just the house, the kids have trashed it, or you've trashed it for whatever reason, take a couple of, thanks Nancy, you're funny. Nancy says I'm a multicultural leader. You take your 2 baskets and you drag them through the house, starting in the living room. You put anything in those baskets that doesn't belong in the living room. That's all. If you have major things like a big pile of laundry, get that taken care of first. And then put all the little odds and ends that don't belong in the living room in the baskets and drag it to the next room, the kitchen. Take anything out of the baskets that belong in the kitchen. Put anything in the baskets that don't belong in the kitchen. You're not stopping to organize or clean. You're just taking the things and putting them in the basket. Then you go to your daughter's room or your son's room or the guest room or your office or your bedroom or the bathrooms or the hallway closet, the whatever else you have, homeschool room. You go through the sunroom. You go through the whole house one time doing that. And then you take one more circuit through the house to deliver anything you might have picked up along the way that you've already missed that room. Do you understand? So if you picked up something in your son's room that belongs in the kitchen and you've already done the kitchen, on the second circuit, you're going to be able to deliver to the kitchen. So that is going to put you with everything in the right rooms. Now it's easy to put those things away. If you have decluttered your storage spaces. If you haven't decluttered your storage spaces, then tidy up the room as best you can. And when you get to zone 1, which is this week, the entryway, you're going to start decluttering. That's throw away, put away, give away. Oh, y'all, look at my nails. Aren't those the cutest? These are plain. But aren't those the cutest little nails? My friend Allison inspired me. I got them done. I thought they're so cute. Anyway, so you're going to declutter in the hidden spaces first. That's where we cram everything that stays for years, and there's nothing in there that we're using, loving, or needing, really, or we don't know it. Thank you, Robin. So we need to go through that and find out what we can give to somebody who would love to have that. Somebody you can bless. And then we can get rid of things that belong in the trash can that are somehow in there or have corroded in there to the point that they need to be. And then there are things in there that you want to keep. That, oh my gosh, I've been looking for this forever. Here's my, whatever, mandolin. Here's my, and I don't mean it, I'm talking about in the kitchen. Or here's my food processor or whatever. I really want that. So that's what you do in each room when you go through the zone. And then at the end of that 15-minute time every day, you do it 4 days a week if you're at home, or you do it for an hour on Saturday if you're a payroll homemaker. You go through that section in your zone and you get rid of those things and get them in the trunk of the car to give away and get them in the garbage can outside if they throw away, and then put them away in your house. And then when you go through in the example of the kitchen, you have things sitting on the counters. Now you have a place to put them. Okay? Okay, let me read some more comments. There's so many that came through. Let's see. So that's Jacqueline, but I'm glad you're not freaking out, Jacqueline. A mirror for lifting weights is very helpful to watch your correct form. I know, but it's also very embarrassing. Nancy. Rosemary said, thank you, I'm filling in my May calendar. Go girl. Jacqueline, I have 6 to 7 loads of clean laundry to fold and put away. It's driving my husband nuts. My bedroom feels like total chaos. Okay, sweetheart, then today, after you've done your regular stuff, your routines, then just fold those clothes and put them away. That's your job for today. And then vow to yourself that when you wash a load of laundry, that you will take it out and not take it out of the dryer until you're ready to fold it. Because you're not doing laundry, the machines are doing the laundry. You're doing the laundry when you take it out of the dryer, you fold it, you hang it up, and you put it away. 1 load at a time. Much easier than doing 6 or 7 loads. So your commitment today is to do your routines and just work on that laundry, okay? Don't drive anybody nuts, including yourself. Okay, let's see. Oh, I saw Ireland. Yes, also Ireland. You know, I have some roots in Ireland and England. Most of my roots are England and a little bit in Ireland. Let's see. So that's it, Jacqueline. You can do it. Nancy said, Jacqueline, I agree. Antonio said, okay, thank you. Yes, Antonio. Antonia. Tracy Grant, I birthed a certified personal trainer that lives in the house with me. I guess it's mom brain, so I have trouble doing what he says. You birthed one? Your little boy tells you how to exercise, Tracy? That's funny. Well, maybe, is he certified, really? Robin said, I am going to start walking on the beach. That's excellent. Do it today if you can. I've gotten 5 patrons this week. Tara, that's weird. How would Tara get 5 patron videos in a week? Tara said she's gotten 5 patron videos in a week.
Is she a patron?
No, she's not a patron.
How did she get them?
She doesn't know.
I mean, where did she get them?
Where did you get them, Tara?
I mean,
Where did you get them? Where did you find them? Hi, at A Better Life with Kat. I am West African living in the UK. Yay. Hi, Univ. Is that your name or is that just universal? Tara O'Soul, Ireland. Lovely.
I know where she got them.
Sylvia.
There used to be an old playlist. Maybe it's on an old video somewhere, and she might have got it there.
Maybe. Sylvia Hetherington. I love that last name. My mother has been in the hospital for a month now, and I'm constantly on the go. Yep, because you have to be her advocate, don't you? These returns have kept my life in order, even in these difficult days. Thank you so much for your help, Sylvia. Sylvia, God bless. God bless your mother as well. You can do it, girl. You can do it. Just focus and have a plan. That's now I've ran across Nancy's where she said I'm a multicultural leader. What is your secret regarding reading fast and smoothly? Loads of books, maybe. I am not a fast reader. I am ADD, so I tend to go back and reread things over and over again. But I'm a fast listener. Honestly, when I listen to books on tape, I speed them up because I think too fast. So if I listen fast, like 1.5 times as fast or 1.8 times, depending on how slowly they speak, I get through my books much faster, especially self-help books. Some things I want to listen to slowly because I really want to enjoy them. But if I need to listen to a book that is something I really want to get through and I really want to hear the things, but it's too slow for me, I just speed it up. Connie said, oh wait, I'll get to you, Connie, hold on. Sylvia's getting prayers from everybody. That's so sweet. My zone 1 is a narrow hallway, so clutter isn't allowed. So I wipe down the front door and sweep off the cobwebs on the corners and edges. It takes at least 5 minutes. Is there anything else? Is that the only entryway into your house? How about the outside of the door? Is there any space there? Are you in a small apartment? Is that the key? So if that's the case and you want to spend more time in your living room, you certainly can. That is your option if you just don't have enough to do. A lot of people have lots of things to do in zone 1, so it's up to you. Connie said, some think it's wasteful, but after I move, I'm replacing all my garbage bins, laundry baskets, etc. It's the little things that make me happy. And you know what? Who cares what anyone else thinks, Connie? If that makes you happy and that's not an expensive undertaking, you do that. You know, other people's opinion of you is none of your business. You do what makes you happy. Tony Rose, just here. Good morning. Hey, Tony. Tracy Grant, thanks to you, I have focused on getting more done. I vacuumed my house 20 minutes only. Good girl. I'd like you to vacuum your house on your weekly home blessing hour in 10 minutes. 5 rooms, 2 minutes each. Just the areas where people walk, the traffic patterns. But deep cleaning, you can deep clean a room in a zone. That's when you get the beater bar out and you get to work on that and it gets deep cleaned. Okay? Good morning, Akui Sarkisian from Poland, right? Is that right? Good morning. Tara said they just popped up on my YouTube account. They don't have an introduction on them explaining what they are and inviting to Patreon like usual. However, I'm not complaining. That's so weird. I don't know why that happened. Tracy Grant, what was the weekend and the entire house because it's small, just walking areas? Oh, that was the weekend and the entire house because it's small, just walking areas. Okay, Tracy. Margaret Rose, Daddy got his 2nd vaccine. Yes, good. Great. All right. Okay, so here's what we're doing this week, girls. Let me just fill you in. It is zone 1. We're doing the entryway. That's our zone. So if you're doing it as a homemaker, at-home homemaker, you're doing 15 minutes in your zone, 4 days this week, not on your free day. So the normal one, you can do an adjusted one as long as you get these things done, is that Monday you do the weekly home blessing hour, which is the basic weekly plan. We'll talk about that in a minute. Tuesday is your free day. You don't do anything except routines on that day and other things in your home that don't have anything to do with Flylady. On Wednesday, you do your zone 1 and you do planning and desk day. On Thursday, you do your zone 1 for 15 minutes and you do errand day. On Friday, you do your zone 1 for 15 minutes, and you do car and purse day. On Saturday, you do just and you do your routines every day, 7 days. On Saturday, you do your routines, and you do family fun day. And on Sunday, you do your routines. You don't have to do paper routine on Sunday. That's the only exception. And no laundry on the weekends for at-home homemakers. Get that done during the week. On Sunday, you do your routines, and you do renew your spirit. If you're a payroll homemaker, your week looks like this. On Monday through Friday, you do your routines. You may or may not have time to do laundry, a little in the morning, a little in the evening. You may or may not take the weekly home blessing hour and split it up over 6 days, 10 minutes a day, or do that on the hour Saturday morning. You may or may not do your zones 4 days during the week for 15 minutes or 1 hour on Saturday. Personally, as a person who worked for over 40 years, I never had the energy to do the weekly home blessing hour or the zones on the week during the week. You can delegate. If you have a teenager at home, you can delegate some of those things. But my energy, I save for Saturday morning and get those 2 things done. As far as the basic weekly plan for payroll homemakers, the weekly home blessing hour I just talked about, you don't get a free day, but as a payroll person, I'd like you to focus on that first 30 minutes before work and after work. That's your time. If you were actually driving to the office, that would be your time. Also your lunch hour. When you're at home, you don't have that time, but you need that time. So take 30 minutes before and after your work every day, 20 or 30 minutes, and have some time for yourself before you go back into the fray. Wednesday, planning and desk day. If you're an at-home homemaker, you're doing it on Wednesday. If you're a payroll homemaker, I recommend that you do that Sunday afternoon. That might not work for you, but that's the time I recommend. That's at least a 2-hour project. You want to do it in a quiet time. Errand day is pick a day. On your lunch hour, you can go run errands. Take things to the Goodwill. Hopefully, if you're working, you're having your groceries, either you're picking them up on the way home from work, or you're having them delivered, or you're having your husband go pick them up, but you've ordered them. Or if you have a guy like mine, he just goes and shops for me. He knows what to get. And you might have that situation with an older teenager or your spouse or friend or somebody who lives in your home with you. Okay, on Friday, car and purse day, again on your lunch hour, pop out and make sure the car looks good. You're not deep cleaning it, you're just taking things out of it that don't belong in it and vowing not to allow that to happen again. Your purse, you dump it out and put back in it what you want to keep, everything else goes. Or you change purses and wipe it down. Friday is also date night for at-home homemakers and payroll homemakers. Make time to be with your spouse without any children. Children are lovely, but they're a diversion and a distraction, and they want your attention, and they'll be drawing you from this conversation you need to be having with your husband in a date situation. You don't have to go off and have a seafood dinner and a glass of champagne. You can certainly do it at home in the backyard or whatever. You can just go for a ride if you want to on a Saturday afternoon. But that's your date. You need a date night once a week or a date time once a week. Larry and I don't go at night. Generally, we go at lunchtime because we don't want to be out in the dark driving around. Let's see. Saturday is family fun day. Make sure if you're payroll or at-home homemakers that you have that part of the day where you're doing something fun with your family. It doesn't need to be an excursion or an expense, but something fun together as a family. And Sunday is renew your spirit for everybody. Okay? So that's the plan. Now, let's go. Did I answer every question about what we're doing today? Did you have any questions about the weekly home blessing hour? You can go watch that video, how to do the Flylady system for newbies, and Mr. B will put up here the link for in the playlists. There's a group of videos that I did with inspired by Nikki Morano, where I talk about the special thing like weekly home blessing hour, and then she interprets it without speaking in her home. And it's going to look different in your home because it looks different in everyone's home, but it gives you an idea. So if you want to go pick something out, you don't understand it, that's a great place to go without having to watch the whole how to do the Flylady system for newbies. However, if you don't know how to do this system, please watch how to do the Flylady system for newbies, okay? All right, let's see. A bunch of people have been talking while I was yakking. I hope you were listening. Let's see. Rebecca just arrived. This is Rebecca Pollywog of Pollywog Flats. Love that name. Thankful for you. Thank you, Rebecca. I have overcome the paper chaos that held me hostage 1 inch at a time. Yes, Rebecca. So happy for you. Big hugs. That's such a relief. It's like being released from prison, isn't it? Getting rid of all that paper. You know, you're in paper prison if you keep deciding to keep paper and not getting rid of it 1 inch at a time. So easy. Isabel Pointer, the other entryway is the back door, which we use on weekends. Last weekend, my husband and I cleaned the edges of the roof and cleaned the outside of the back windows and door and patio. Excellent. Tara Clark, I've watched them while I was on the treadmill. I'm going to sign up because they are amazing and so helpful. Yes, Tara, I look forward to having you over there. Lisa Chapman, can decluttering become a special project if you suddenly have family coming in 3 weeks? I don't see how decluttering can become a special project. You can do chaos cleaning. It's not my favorite. It doesn't establish habits for you, but if you have 3 weeks, you can say, where are the places that everyone's going to be? Are they going to be staying in a certain room? Are they going to be in the living room and in the kitchen and in the bathroom? Those would be probably the 4 rooms I would focus on for them, and tidy it up as much as possible, make some room for their clothes, and you know, that's what I would do. So you can make that kind of a project if you want to. Instead of working in your zones, just work in those 4 rooms, and keep doing your routines, okay? All right. There's the link about how to do the Flylady system for newbies. Mr. P put that up, and the collaboration with Nikki that's up there. Isabella said paper constipation. I just finished 2 feet of paper clutter, 1 inch a day. Such a relief. Yes, Isabella, that's fabulous. So good. All right, girls. Gosh, we've only been on here 37 minutes. I plan on talking an hour. Do you want to keep going? Have anything to say? I'll drink my coffee. Or at least 45 minutes today. Give you another 10. Any questions about anything we're doing? I see no questions. We have 42 thumbs up, and that's wonderful. I really appreciate that. 94 of you are watching right now. I know that there'll be over 1,000 in the end watching this. Hey, Carolyn, good to have you. Anybody lurking out there that wants to say hello? I'd love to see that you're out here and love to know where you're from. Marty said, I inherited office paper from Dad. I cleared a bunch this past week. Yes, I know, honey. She's been doing a great job, and her son as well. Our parents filled the attic with taxes from, I don't know, how far did they go back, Marty? The 60s, the 50s? Ridiculous. But you know, people they were in their late 80s, and people didn't have computers, and they didn't understand that you don't have to keep everything. How does special project work? I need to paint my whole house, Tara said. Tara, a special project is when you stop doing, and this is mine, this is not Flylady, but this is my thing that I do. A special project is when you say, gosh, I can't even deal with these zones anymore because this other thing is bothering me so much. So you could paint your whole house, and that could be a project. What you want to do is start with a piece of paper, right? Get a piece of paper right now. Get your paper. Anybody who wants to do a project, get a paper out. Remember, you're just going to do your routines. You're not going to work on your zones, but you will have to declutter every day to keep everything at bay, to keep it the way it looks now. And then you take whatever room you want to work on or whatever thing you want to do, like paint the house, and you title that on the top of the page. So in your case, paint the whole house. That's your title. Some other person might say, getting ready for company, like your question about those 4 rooms we talked about. And then under that, you're going to write a mission statement or a vision statement, and that's what it's going to be like when it's done. So you're going to write, in the case of painting your whole house, every house will be painted the same color. I'm going to redo the trim, or I'm going to paint different colors or whatever. It's going to be fresh and bright and beautiful, and I'm so excited to be able to live in my house all painted. That would be your vision or your mission statement. or let's say it's a guest room. I want the guest room to be clean and bright and airy. I want it to have a place for me to sew and a place for me to sit and read, as well as a place for my friends to come and stay when they spend the night, where they'll feel comfortable and welcome. Okay, something like that, just a little vision. Then under that, you're going to write all the bullet points. So in the case of painting your house, move the furniture from the sides of the walls, paint by room, paint, tape the edges, buy the paint, you know, all the different things, paint the wall. You're going to have all the things you're going to be doing. And then you're going to determine how long each one of those things is going to take in minutes. Then you're going to add up all the minutes when you're done. And then you can divide that by 120, which is 2 hours. 120 minutes is 2 hours. Do it on your calculator. And then take your answer and divide that by 2. And that's how many weeks. No, wait. Divide that by... Actually, that's it. Divide it by 160, and that's how many weeks it's going to take you to do it, because you're dividing by 2 hours, and you're giving yourself 2 hours a week, 4 30-minute groups of time to work on it. That's how you do a project. You're taking the zone away, which takes you 1 hour a week, and you're adding a project in, which I'm giving you 2 hours a week to work on. So you might want to paint your house room by room, for example. So you could say, okay, this is going to take X number of minutes divided by 120. Okay, that's going to take 25 days. Okay, now you're working on it 4 days a week. Weeks, sorry. 4 weeks a month. That's how many months it's going to take. 25 weeks, not days, 25 weeks. Divide by 4, that's how many months it's going to take. Then if it's a lot of months, you want to put an extra week or 2 in there for slippage. Okay? Sometimes it'll just be a week or 2. All right? So that's what you do. And then at the top right-hand corner, you put a start date and a stop date. That stop date is your hope, because you're going to say, wow, the guest room is going to be this vision on that date. Or the house is going to be all painted on that date. Now, if people are helping you, 2 hours of painting a week is going to be a lot. If you're doing it by yourself, it's going to take you a lot longer. Okay? All right. That's how you do a project. Okay, now I missed a whole bunch of people started talking to me, so I love that. So that was Tara. Benazir Bari says hello from the UK. Hi, Benazir. I hope I say your name properly. It might be Benazir. Lorraine Anderson is in Wisconsin. Thank you for telling me. Nancy R., I seem to think I'm done with my paper, and for some reason I keep finding more. Not uncommon. What? They had paper from 1949? They weren't even married then. That's crazy. Daddy did have a lot of paper. Amanda Juarez, greetings from Omaha, Nebraska. Thank you, Amanda. Can't wait to go to Nebraska. Hello from Round Rock, Texas. Hi, Amanda Willis. We're going to Texas next winter. Next winter. So excited. Michelle Kennedy Hawkins, I have trouble fitting in all the planning and desk day things. Then you're over planning, Michelle. You're over planning. Stop and know that you have the rest of your life to get this done. Only plan to do what I tell you to do in the Flylady system, and then anything else, like take your child to a special soccer thing, or take your husband to the dentist for his surgery, or whatever. Those things. That's it. Okay? And get up in the morning and get it going. Thanks for the weekly motivation, Kate in Canada. Hi, Kate. Good to have you. Thanks for putting your name on there. Carolyn Borsich, if we are doing weekly home blessing and then a free day, how do we get 4 15-minute zone sessions? Is it just 3 zone sessions per week? Nope, it's 4. Look, there's 5 days in the week. You work Monday, you take free day, Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday. That's 4 days with 1 free day. That's how it works. Okay? Does that make sense? Okay. We're doing weekly home blessing because weekly home blessing is a basic weekly plan thing. So weekly home blessing on Monday, free day on Tuesday, planning and desk day on Wednesday, errand day on Thursday, car and purse on Friday and date, Saturday family fun day, Sunday renew your spirit. Those things happen 7 days, and 7 days every week, week after week. Weekly home blessing hour is separate from the zone. The zone is 15 minutes. So you might be working in your weekly home blessing hour, vacuuming the whole house, which happened to include the living room, but it's just a 2-minute vacuum in that room. And then in that room, you may say, okay, I also want to do a deep clean in this room, or I need to declutter in this room. If you're all decluttered, then you can do a deep clean. That would happen on 4 days that week. So you could say, okay, on Monday, I'm going to vacuum under the cushions of the couch. On Tuesday, I'm going to vacuum behind all the furniture. On Wednesday, Tuesday I'm not. Wednesday, I'm going to vacuum behind all the furniture. Thursday, I'm going to use Pledge on all the wood. Friday, I'm going to clean the blinds. No one thing taking more than 15 minutes could possibly take a whole lot less than 15 minutes. Okay? I hope I explained that correctly for you. Are you still enjoying living in your RV? Yes, Maribeth, so much. Pat Fisher, good morning, Kat from North Dakota. Just finished the morning routine and zone work. You go, Pat Fisher. I'm so proud of you. Tina, is it okay to swap errand day and car and purse day this week? Absolutely. You can always swap days as long as you get them all done. Just don't try to reinvent the wheel, okay? We have a new fridge freezer being delivered Thursday, but I'm not sure what time. Ooh, congratulations. That's always so nice. Connie, can you talk about when to resume zones when in the new house? I was going to give myself a month to get unpacked and settled. Oh, absolutely not, Connie. Here's what you're going to do. You're going to do your general unpacking right away, the things that you need to live with, and then you're going to have boxes that are left. You're going to work in your zone unpacking those boxes each week. So in zone 1, your entryway, if you have an entryway closet or you have stairs, maybe a landing, things that maybe there's stuff under the stairs, maybe an under the stair cabinet, that's when you would be unpacking boxes for that area. Then when you get to the kitchen, anything that you haven't unpacked, that's what you're going to start putting away, and that's your zone. Then you're going to go to the bathroom and one other room. So the hall bathroom, you can work on that a little bit, and then an other room, like a child's room or a guest room. And then your master bedroom, which is going to be zone 4, your master bedroom, closet, and bathroom. And zone 5 is the main living area. Now you may have some other spots, other rooms as well, and you will get to them the next time when you get to zone 3. But that's how you do it. So you're actually doing zone work by unpacking. Then once you get it all unpacked, then you're going to start deep cleaning because you're not bringing in clutter, I certainly hope. So when you unpack, if you did pack in some things that you changed your mind about, that's the time to give it away or throw it away, depending on what it is. Okay? What else? Before you move into your house, walk through that house really well and look at all the storage areas, maybe take pictures of them, and then determine what you're going to keep in those places of all the stuff you packed, so you already know where you're going to put it. So when you get there, it's just putting the things in their place. And remember, organization means keeping like things together. Okay? I hope that was helpful. All right. Let's see. Go back here. Mary Beth Blackledge. Hello from South Mississippi. Hey, Mary Beth. I love Mississippi. Nancy, can you only receive emails and not snail mail? I don't receive snail mail because I don't have a P.O. box anymore. What I found was that people wanted to send me gifts, and I really don't need those, especially in an RV. I have no place to keep them, no matter how sweet and precious they were. I love you, and you can just tell me in my text if you want to tell me something nice. I love to hear it, but I don't need things. So I appreciate it, though, very much. And I appreciate the thought. Yeah.
Just hit the super chat down at the bottom.
Fine. Nancy, I have been going through paper from my parents. I even found 2 savings bonds that my dad's sister left for my grandmother. I seem to be doing generations of paper. Yep. Is your grandmother still living? I don't understand how your aunt left paper for a bond for your grandmother. Maybe she predeceased your grandmother. Anyway, you can still cash bonds. You just have to show that the chain of that you own them. Christy Stinson, do you still have your Weight Watcher channel? Are you still doing Weight Watchers? I am doing Weight Watchers. I got rid of my Weight Watcher channel. I didn't have time for it, and I appreciate you guys. There's loads of great people out there doing Weight Watcher channels, though. Meredith Monroe, hello from Virginia. I'll be moving to Israel this October into a studio apartment. How do I do zones in just 2-room apartment, bathroom and main room? You do it just like I do in an RV. So in my RV, the cockpit, the part that we drive in, is the entryway. For you, it's going to be the door, the little space around the door. The main living room is your main living area. The kitchen is the place where you cook and do dishes. The other room is the bathroom. The bedroom is your bedroom. So there's your 2 rooms. And what did I leave out? Entryway, kitchen, other room, master bedroom, living room. That's it. So you just figure it out. It's a whole lot less time than a person with 1,400 square feet or 3,800 square feet. You just figure it out. And because here's the thing, when you live in a small space, you think, oh, it's so small, I don't need to do anything to it. I can get it done in a minute. And then one day you wake up and it's full of dust and it's crappy looking, and you think, how did I let it get this way? Because the smaller the space, the more dust you create, because dust is basically skin cells that you shed. So you need to definitely dust it and vacuum it, mop it, shine your surfaces, clean the counters, clean the windows. You'll have plenty to do, okay? All right, but great question, and wonderful to live in Israel.
Bunch of trolls.
Let's see.
Bunch of trolls. I can't even get rid of them.
Marty's on here still, I think. She should be getting rid of
There's a
some.
million of them on here.
I think that's it. We got a bunch of crazies on here, so we're gonna go. I hope you had a wonderful day. Have a wonderful day.
Shouldn't let them run you off the channel.
And I hope that you
Should
always remember that you are beautiful. So be beautiful. Mwah.